GamingBolt presents 15 things you need to know before you buy Sonic Forces. The Sonic series may no longer be at the very peak of the gaming pyramid as it once was, but it still holds incredible weight with a large number of people. We've seen a few good Sonic games over the last few years in the form of Colors, Generations, and Mania, and hopefully soon enough we might have another one. Sonic Forces is almost here, so as we draw closer to its launch, let's take a look at 15 of the most important things you should know about Sonic Forces. Without further ado, let's begin. Team Sonic. A great many people enjoyed Sonic Mania when it came out earlier this year, and while it is probably among the best Sonic games we've played in recent years, the development team that worked on it is not coming back for the follow-up. Instead, Sonic Forces will be developed by Team Sonic, the people that made Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors. Meanwhile, the development for Forces will be headed up by longtime series producer Takashi Iizuka, so it looks like the game is in good hands. Hedgehog Engine 2. Team Sonic will once again be using the Hedgehog engine, as they did for Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors. However, for Forces, they're going to be using an updated version of that engine. As the footage available for the game so far has clearly shown, Sonic Forces looks like a noticeable step above its predecessors in terms of how it looks, so here's hoping the results will be even more apparent in the actual game. Classic and modern styles of gameplay. Team Sonic will also be reusing a major feature from Sonic Generations. Both the classic and modern styles of gameplay will be making a return in Sonic Forces. This, of course, means that players will either be able to play as classic Sonic in 2D side-scrolling levels similar to old-school Sonic games, or a modern Sonic in full-fledged 3D stages. Both Sonic characters will have their own unique way of playing, as it was in Generations. Considering the variety of design this feature can provide, we're quite excited about it. Avatar. Players will also have the option to play as a third character in Sonic Forces. For the first time ever in the Sonic series, players will now be able to create their own custom avatars and play as them. While creating your avatar, you'll be asked to pick between 7 different animal types, which will obviously change the way your character plays, so there's plenty of room for variety, at least on paper. Let's hope it turns out as well in the actual game. Avatar abilities. Choosing between these different animals while creating your avatar will mean you'll have to choose between different playing styles. Each of these types will have their own unique abilities, not to mention the added abilities based on what weapons you have equipped. Combining these, Sonic Forces should potentially have enjoyable action sequences, so hopefully Team Sonic will be able to pull it off just right. Tag Team. Sonic Forces will also have levels that will allow players to play as both Sonic and their avatar character. These tag team stages will be similar to what we've seen in Sonic Heroes, and will allow players to switch between Sonic and their avatar, while also letting them use combos using both of their abilities. The footage that we've seen of these levels so far has us fairly optimistic, so let's hope we see more when the game launches. Rental Heroes. Rental Heroes is actually quite an interesting feature. Through this feature, Sonic Forces will allow players to download avatars created by other players around the world and gain access to their Wispons, which is what the weapons are known as. Interestingly enough, players will be able to switch between their own avatar and the downloaded avatars during levels, allowing them to use 2 Wispons in the same stage. It will not only help them overcome obstacles more easily, but also help with revealing hidden or blocked paths. Sounds like quite an interesting feature and one that can potentially provide several addictive hours of gameplay. The setup. Sonic isn't a series known for its plot for obvious reasons, nor does it need to be. For series fans, however, it may be interesting to know just what the basic setup for Sonic Forces is going to be. Dr. Eggman, the main antagonist of the series, returns, and with the help of a mysterious entity called Infinite, he's not only managed to bring other numerous series antagonists under his command, but he's also managed to take over almost the entire world. The game will focus on Sonic's and other characters' efforts to fight back against Dr. Eggman. Unlimited lives. Just as one great platforming series has done away with its longtime mechanic of having limited lives with Super Mario Odyssey, so too does another with the upcoming Sonic Forces. For the first time, a game in the Sonic series will have unlimited lives, and of course, if there are no more lives, as you may have guessed already, there's going to be one more change. Rings. That change, of course, has to do with collecting rings. No, Sonic Forces doesn't do away with the mechanic altogether. That'd be ridiculous. Players will still collect rings, and players will still lose them, but they will no longer be able to recollect those lost rings. Also, thanks to the new live system, collected rings will merely be stored away when you pick them up. Drop Dash. Sonic Forces 2D levels will let players use the Drop Dash ability, which was introduced in Sonic Mania earlier this year. Drop Dash is a move that can be charged mid-air while in the middle of a jump, and lets players unleash Spin Dash as soon as they touch the ground. As you can imagine, it helps get back to instant speed right after a drop or a jump, helping keep up the momentum of the level. Its addition was appreciated in Sonic Mania, and so too will its return in Sonic Forces. Rank System. Sonic Forces will also have a new rank system. At the end of every stage, players will be shown a screen that will give out a score based on their performance in that level. Of course, this isn't a massive new addition, but it is one that does add quite a lot to the game's overall replay value. People might be tempted to come back again and again to beat their own scores, especially if Team Sonic make sure that their level design is on point. Episode Shadow DLC. Sonic Forces players will also have access to the game's DLC pack, Episode Shadow. Episode Shadow will focus on Shadow the Hedgehog, as the name suggests, and will serve as a prequel to the story of Sonic Forces. It will explore the allegiances of Shadow, the fate of Team Dark, while also digging deeper into the mysterious Infinity, one of the two main antagonists of Sonic Forces. Shadow will control like modern Sonic, which means 3D levels, and will have his own unique abilities as well. The DLC will have 3 Shadow exclusive levels and also let players play through 10 modern Sonic stages as Shadow. Xbox One X and PS4 Pro Enhanced. Like most major games that have been launching for the PS4 and the Xbox One, Sonic Forces will be enhanced for both of those systems' updated models, namely the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. We don't have the exact details on what those enhancements will mean in terms of the resolution or the frame rate, but we're hoping that at least the latter will receive some significant boosts, given the style of gameplay that Sonic games go for. Special Bonus Edition. When Sonic Forces launches for the Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch on November 7th, players will have the option to purchase the Special Bonus Edition. This edition of the game will give players access to several skins, which they will be able to use while creating their avatar, from franchises such as Persona, Jet Set Radio, and Super Monkey Ball. The bonus edition will also include 4 art cards and a themed skin for your console controller. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.